Hi YouTubers and fellow Facebook users in Cricut Connect. So we had a challenge to make something within the shapes within Design Space, and the shapes are over here to the left hand side, and I've chosen a heart. Alright, so I'll leave this picture here as a bit of a guide as to what we wish to achieve. And in this example, I've made a card which says sending you love. The love I made with a die, but I'll also show you how to use your text font also to create the love. The sending you, I have actually gold foiled that, which you can't see that well in the picture. But you can do you can just directly stamp it to your topper, or put something else. You can put with love, and then I've just water washed with a large paintbrush behind the scribble heart. So there's a shape from the library which I've chosen a heart. You can also choose a circle or a star, so I can do both for you. Now with that, also we need to go over to images. So we're over here in images, and I'm going to assume that no one has paid for the subscription for access. So what by that means is those little green A's, what they're for is they're for access members. So you can pay either a monthly or a yearly fee to get well over, there's a lot, there's hundreds and thousands of images. I am a subscriber and have been for quite some years, and I enjoy it because I do make a lot of cards and scrapbooking. But we'll assume that you are not. So what I want you to do is hit over into the categories over here. We're going to check that box for free, and then in the search in all items we're going to search for heart, and then just hit the little magnifying glass and all your free items will pop up. So the card only had 4 different hearts in it. I've already got one from the shapes library, so I want to grab a couple of more. So just when you click on it once, and a green box will highlight around the image that you've selected, as well as you will see it down here. So that's one, and I'll grab this one. Now while I'm in here, I'll just uncheck the free box. Still leave the heart. There's one in here that I know that I saw, even though it is a paid one, or it's free to me in access. I just want to use it. See, it says there subscribed. I just want to use it as an example for the thickness of the lines. So let's add those to our canvas. Click off anywhere onto your canvas. Let's bring that one down there, because this is the look we're trying to achieve, as you can see there. And we'll make that one a bit bigger. Now what we're after for is solid shapes. This one, you may say, is not a solid shape. So in order to make this one a solid shape, highlight it, go down to contour, select contour, and then just select, it's made up of 2 shapes there. You can either click in the box there, or you can click the box over here and just close that down, and that becomes a solid shape. So to get the line, what you need to do next is this. Highlight a heart, and I want you to go up to offset, and you can see that it puts an offset line around it, but that will be too thick. That's at 0.25. I think we're going to try about, you can highlight that and go 0.140. We'll try that. All right, I might go 3.5 and then hit apply. Click off onto your mat, highlight both of those, and go down to the right hand bottom and select slice. Now in your layers panel here, the slice results come in 1, 2, 3 images. We're after this line one, so just press the line and then using your keyboard bring it out, because that'll be tucked away in the middle there, and if you can get that to play properly, and there's your outline. So I'm going to change the colour to black, and then I'm going to get rid of that. So that's one. So I'm going to do the same to these two shapes. So I'll show you again. Select your shape, go to offset. Now doing it the second time, it will stay at 0.135. So that way all the lines will be exactly the same. Click off onto your canvas, highlight them both, and then go to slice. Now you can only slice 2 images on your mat at any one time. So there's 2 there, 1, 2, well there's 3 there now. So 1, 2, 3 images that rose to the top, and we want the line. Highlight that, and using the arrows on your keypad, move that over. Try and grab the one that you moved out, and that now we have 2. We're going to get rid of these by hitting that cross. So I'll quickly do this one. All right, so now we have our 3 shapes. And what the size in the shapes there, about a 3 by 3 square, that one. So you can do 1 or 2 things. What I like to do is have a guide. So I'm just going to bring up a square. And I'm going to resize that 3 by 3, leaving the padlock checked. All right, the padlock is locked. So it needs to come in at that size. So let's pick one. Another easy way to do it is I just resize the width, and then that should fit. Arrange, bring to front, and that should fit nicely in there. Okay, so once again, the width 3 and the width, highlight it up the top there and go 3, keeping the aspect ratio or your padlock closed for now. So they're all measuring about 3. That one's a bit longer because I did not do anything to the height, but that's all right. So I'm going to choose this one, and I'm also going to, because I like this little shape, I'm also going to duplicate to make it that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so let's move that one, unlock the padlock, and that way we can manipulate it whichever shape we wish. So we'll make sure that the bottom, because this will all be welded, so we'll make sure the bottoms will be welded. I want What one do I want? So I want that one. So I can do that, or I can tilt it. So then you just play around with your shapes, all right? Trying to get as many interesting lines as you can around the heart shape. So that'll be fine. Let's grab one of these. I'll make one really small. All right, I'll use this one first. I'll keep it at the same size. Unlock the padlock so I can make it an odd shape. Move it up. And don't forget you can also use your arrows on your keypad. Now with this one, because it's going to be smaller, it actually made the lines thinner. So we need to redo that. To redo that, we go down to contour, hit the init again, and then close it. Then we're going to go to offset and do what we did like at the front. I think it was 0.135. Just go enter. That'll be fine. So go apply, click off, select both of them and slice. I want that one, so I'm just going to get that one out of the way, highlight those and delete them. Make that black. And then bring it down and then uncheck the padlock. And I think that might do. So you play around with yours a bit more. Now, highlight them all and then select Weld. Now, what we need to do now is to check that there aren't a lot of little gaps that your machine would, it'll be too small for the machine to cut. So what you need to do is go to Operation, select that drop down menu and go to Pen, and Pen will show you if there is any small dots, and that looks pretty good to me. I've done a few of these and I've had little dots. If you do have an area that is too small, simply while it's highlighted, go down to the contour and it will show in here. It's just a matter of selecting which one you don't want. But I want all those. That's a bit iffy, that one there, but I don't think I can do anything about that. All right, and to get that back, because we don't want to draw it, or you can draw it if you want, but it will be drawn double lined as if it was going to be cut. So just go back to basic to bring back your black shape, and we'll resize that at about 3. Uncheck the padlock. I'm going to go 3 by 3 and just see what that gives me. It's pretty good. And there you have your scribble shape. Now I'm going to get rid of that because that was really not worth it. I just want to show you here what you can do with that bit here that I said that I didn't like. So all you need to do there, so you can make that bigger so you can see it better. Go to your shapes library and select a square. Just going to make that square a bit smaller, and all you need to do is try and place that square in that little bit just there. And just want to move that as close to that line as we possibly can. Do the best you can there. It looks good. No, a little bit up that way. Just unlock that padlock. Oh, that's good. Then highlight both of those and then select Weld. And that gets rid of that iffy bit there. So that's all you need to do in Design Space if you have an anomaly in this shape. So we'll select that, and then we'll take that back to the basic, and there you have your shape again. Do the same with your circle. So offset 1.35 will do. Click off, highlight both and slice. And then you have 1, 2, 3. We want that one. Using your down arrow, just grab that out of the way. Now it's going to be a lot easier with a circle because all we have to do is duplicate that as many times as you want. Circles are very easy. And then just manipulate those, highlight them all and weld. Now let's go back into that. So your operation, back up there to check the outlines, and see there you've got a very, very small bit that we don't want to cut out. So we're going to contour, and I would say it's the last, well, it's going to be the smallest piece there, which is hard to work out. So let's just, yep, that was the one. And then close that off, go back to operation and basic, and there you have a scribbled circle. Now with the love, let me get into that for you. So this love here that I have is Samantha Upright. I paid for that font a couple of years ago. I think it was about $16. It's a really, really, really good font if you want a lot of these lovely swirls and tails. So that's one example. So I'm just going to hide that. To hide it, you just need the eye over to your right in the layers panel. I've got another one, and the one I used was called Amarillo. So that's AMARILLO. Alright, so Amarillo from defont.com. Just install that onto your computer. Check, save this work that you're doing if you need to install that font in the meantime. I would do the installing of any fonts before you did this, but if you did forget, just save it first. Just save as, scribble heart, or scribble shape. Okay, save that, and then you need to go out of Design Space altogether, then come back in. You won't find that font if your Design Space is still open. So with that, I did the word love, so capital LOVE. And that's basically what I came up with. Now I need all of these to flow into each other. So the L and the O have been separated, so we need to make sure that they're all together. So once you've changed this, you can't change your font. Go to Advance and then Ungroup to Letters. I'm going to move the O onto the top of the L there. And then I'm going to highlight those two together and move those over. So it looks pretty good like that. Now it looks welded, but if we highlight that, go up to your operation like we did with the shapes, and go pen. If you have a look, see the lines that go into the other one will cut, that'll all cut away and it'll look a jumbled mess, or a hot mess they say. So what you need to do is go down to the right hand side, down the bottom, and select Weld. So if you can see the difference there, highlight it again, go to Operation and go back to Basic. So we're going to make that white. Hopefully you know how to change your colours and everything by now. Let's go back down to 100% so you can see it. And there you have, so that's a 3. And all you have to do is just resize that so it looks like a good acceptable size on a card. And there you have it. It's that easy when doing a scribble text within Design Space. So please like, share and subscribe. If you're going to make a comment in the Facebook group Cricut Connect, please let me know if there's something else that I can do a quick tutorial on for you, as this is now a group worldwide for users of the newer Cricut machines in Design Space. So thank you everyone, be safe and have a great crafting day. Bye for now.